أو أي عمل من
Now let me
الأعمال
be
غير
clear,
القانونية
under no
هذه تحت أي ظرف
circumstances
كان
must
أن
terrorism,
يعرقل
violence,
العملية
and/or
الديمقراطية في
any
العراق.
other unlawful acts
تهدئة
be allowed
النفوس
to derail Iraq's democratic
وضبط
process.
النفس والحوار هو
To ease
السبيل الوحيد.
tensions, calm, restraint, and
على المواطنين
dialogue
في
are
أي
the
دولة
only way
ديمقراطية
forward.
أن يدركوا أنه
The fact is
حتى
that
لو
citizens in
لم تواجههم
democracies
نتائج
often must
الانتخابات ربما
recognize
كانت
that
عملية
even
الانتخابات
if the
بحد ذاتها
results are
سليمة.
not what she or he hoped for,
وأكبر
that the
دليل على
process as
قوة
such might
الديمقراطية
have been
قدرة
sound.
الأحزاب
In fact, one
وقدرة
of the clearest
الناخبين
signs
على
of a
الاعتراف
strengthening
بنتائجها
democracy
بغض
is the
النظر عن
ability for parties and
مواقفهم
electors to
من
recognize
نتائج هذه
outcomes,
الانتخابات.
no
في حالة
matter
العراق
their individual preferences when it comes to results.
الأصوات على مستوى
In the
البلاد
case of Iraq,
ربما
the
لم
aggregated
تمنح
votes at
بعض
the national
الأحزاب عدد
level
المقاعد التي
do
كانوا
not
يتوقعونها،
necessarily translate in the
وربما
number of
يعزى
seats
ذلك
some
إلى
parties might
تركز
have
مرشحين
expected.
في
How
دائرة
so?
انتخابية واحدة مما
Well, for
أدى إلى
instance,
تبعثر
too
الأصوات.
many candidates in one constituency
في حالة العراق
could have led to a
يبدو
fragmentation
أن
of
المرشحات
votes.
حققنا نتائج
Interesting in Iraq's case
إيجابية،
is that women candidates
وربما
seem to
تمكنا من
have operated
تجاوز
very
الحصة المخصصة
successfully,
لهن وهي
thereby taking
25% والتي
advantage of
تمثل
and likely
الحد
exceeding
الأدنى
the
وليس
25% women quota, which is a floor and
ربما
not a
يصعب
ceiling.
على أي حزب
What I'm
أن
saying is, while losing seats
يقر
can be difficult to
بخسارته
digest,
للمقاعد،
it is
ولكن على
important
هذا الحزب
for any party
أن
in any democracy
يبحث
to
عن أسباب
examine
ذلك
the
وأن يسعى
reasons and to
لتعلم
learn
من
for future
الدروس.
elections. For any other issues, including accusations of manipulation, the established legal channels are open, and in the case of Iraq, widely used. But so far, and as stated by the Iraqi judiciary, there is no evidence of systemic fraud. Mr. President, in recent weeks, we have observed severe lack of trust, a lack of trust between parties and institutions, between parties and authorities. And that is not even mentioning the long-standing lack of public trust in both politicians and institutions. Now, that is not without risk, as mistrust often leads to escalation. Hence, our consistent calls for political dialogue to prevail. And again, any outstanding electoral concerns must only be dealt with through established legal channels in accordance with the law. There is no point in using others as a scapegoat for electoral grievances. Now, where do we think stand as we speak? Results will only be final after ratification by the Federal Supreme Court, which takes place once the Electoral Judicial Panel has adjudicated on those appeals brought before it. Today, I can only say that further patience will have to be exercised. The Electoral Judicial Panel is finalizing its work, and IHEC is conducting a further examination of over 800 polling stations based on the decisions issued by the Electoral Judicial Panel. Once this has been completed, IHEC is expected to send the final results to the Federal Supreme Court. While it would be preferable to have the final results ratified sooner rather than later, it should be noted that there are no constitutional time limits for ratification by the Federal Supreme Court. Having said this, let me emphasize, any unlawful attempts to prolong or discredit the electoral results process, or worse, to alter the electoral results through, for instance, intimidation and pressure, can only backfire. And I call on all stakeholders not to go down that path. Mr. President, in the midst of this post-electoral turmoil, it is clear that Iraq cannot afford its national interests to be neglected. As I have noted before, elections are never an end, but rather a means. And while the risk of continued political deadlock is real, Iraq desperately needs a government that is able to swiftly and effectively tackle the long list of unfinished domestic business. Now, this is the primary responsibility of all political stakeholders. In other words, it is important for the current situation not to drag on. Statesmanship, leadership, a sound judgment, it is all needed. And so is a broad commitment to political dialogue with factual information as a basis for deliberations and decision-making. Clearly, time is of the essence. As I stated in August, it is high time for Iraq to emerge from prolonged political standstill and to establish dynamic, responsive governance mechanisms. In fact, the current post-electoral phase is the moment for all political actors to demonstrate their determination in service of all Iraqis. Yet again, I can only refer to the events that led to the October elections in the first place. A lack of political, economic and social prospects made many Iraqis take to the streets. Their demands and grievances remain as relevant as ever, and as we all know, simmering anger easily swells. Plainly speaking, Iraq's current outlook is precarious, to say the least, and in the absence of genuine reforms, the situation will not get any better, on the contrary. Mr. President, some final notes on the issue of missing Kuwaiti, third country nationals, and missing Kuwaiti property, including the National Archives. On 18 November, Kuwait announced the identification of another 19 Kuwaiti prisoners of war and missing persons, bringing the total number of Kuwaiti missing persons and third country nationals identified to date to 57 Kuwaitis and 2 Saudis. This breakthrough was possible with concerted, persistent efforts in the past couple of years, combining 2 elements: witness information and satellite imagery. Now here I would like to emphasize the importance for the government of Iraq not to lose this momentum and to use these elements to locate the remaining 300+ missing Kuwaitis and third country nationals. I am confident that the strong commitment of all actors could expedite the resolution.
وأنا سعيدة بإعلامكم بأنه بعد كثير من التأخير الناتج عن الجائحة تمكنت البعثة في 18 نوفمبر من التدريب 20 موظفا
successfully completed the training of 20 Iraqi staff from the Ministry of Defense on the use of ground-penetrating radar, which could further contribute to locating human remains in addition to witness information and satellite imagery. Mr. President, in closing, allow me to reiterate the October elections were hard-earned and, importantly, technically well managed, a process for which IHEC and others deserve credit. Indeed, the recent parliamentary elections can serve as an important stepping stone on a longer path towards regaining public trust. And as we await the ratification of results by the Federal Supreme Court, I can only underline that what happens in the coming days and weeks will prove to be even more significant for Iraq's immediate future. The importance of a sound and inclusive government formation process cannot be overstated. Thank you, Mr. President.